Okay, now for some Achilles taping. You have done the stretching, you've gotten the blood flow in there, you're gonna go out and do an activity that you wanna protect it a little bit. So here's the tape. I have KT tape that was already pre-cut, so I have one solid piece. I have a second solid piece that I kind of cut into a V mark or a long Y. And then one that I shortened up to about 4 inches. You can use anywhere from 3 to 4 depending on the size of your foot and heel. So the first one is basically going to go from right about here, but underneath, straight up and over. And then the second one will go on top of it, but it's going to split and fan out. So what you do is take the piece here, that's going to go under the heel, kind of rip that off, and I'll turn around so you can see it. Peel this back, trying not to touch the sticky part very much. So it's going to stick right underneath your heel, like that, right here. And I like to have your foot angled just a smidge. Now this stuff is pretty stretchy, so pull it full and then let off with just a bit. Place it here and then kind of pull into it as you flatten it. And just roll up and down. And then this other little piece that's still hanging there, you're just going to pull the tape off and let it gently go on your leg. No stretch to it because that's an anchor. Oh, rubbing up and down there. So basically, you've got a stripe on the back of your leg. Okay? So now for the second piece. You've got it cut into the long Y. Same thing, you're going to rip this here, pulling that apart. Open it, try not to touch it. Just peel back the paper so you've got a little handle on it. Same thing right under the heel, right where the other one was. Smash that down really good. Grab the paper piece. Now this one is a little trickier. And then what I'll do is separate the paper so you can do one little string at a time. Basically, this one with that stretch is going to come up just behind your ankle bone. And it's going to kind of fan out. And again, that last little tab, no stretch to it. Just pull the paper away and let it roll on up. So you've got this little flare going here. Now you're going to do the same thing, but on the other side. Spin around, pulling it till you've got that little tab right there. A little stretch to it. Back off a bit. Right in there, and about 1 inch outside the other piece, and then roll that on. And again, just kind of anchoring that down, rubbing it. Sometimes it's easier to use the paper itself. Don't mind Shimei walking around. Kind of get that on there real good. Now that last little piece that you had cut, I think I'm sitting on mine, it's going to be a bit of an anchor, but it also gives kind of a nice relaxation to the myofascial portion of that, where the fascia just kind of branches out. So this one you're going to rip right in the middle, just like a band-aid. Pull each side, but not letting go of the ends. Get it right about there. Center of your calcaneus. Again, pulling out and then backing off. Bringing it in, making sure it's stuck, and then let go of each one, roll it on, both sides, rolling it on. And again, making sure everything's nice and flat on there. Make sure before you put this on you don't have any lotion on your leg. You might even want to use like an alcohol swab to make sure your skin's nice and dry, so it sticks better. All right, so you've got that ironed on. Basically, you're gonna look like this when you're done. And that can stay on 3 to 4 days through showers, swimming. And if it starts to curl off, you can kind of trim the end, just trim it in a half circle so that it doesn't have edges to catch. But give that a shot, see how it goes.